Right, so we're going to take the banner and the buttons that we've just created in Photoshop and we're going to put them into our website. Now, it's a really simple process. If you've set your website up that we did in the first video, then you should have a really handy bar over here to help with this as well. So I'm going to start with my banner. So I'm going to get rid of this text here and I'm just going to click inside where I want my banner to go. And then in my images folder over here, top right, you'll see if I click this little drop down arrow, all of my files in there are going to show up. So there's my banner and I can just drag that into that box there. Very simple. The other way that you can do this, so if I get rid of this button, so if I didn't have this over here for whatever reason, I can go to insert up the top, image, and then I can select the image from my folder. So home buttons always go first in a website. And when you start inserting things, you'll notice all your perfect lines that you've created jump all over the place. Don't worry about that. If needs be, we'll fix that when you reach the end of your row. But what happens is the images automatically resize the lines. But once you get all of your images in, they should come back together. So I'm going to do my images button's going to go second, and then we'll do my real life hero button, and then the contact us button or contacts button always goes at the end. So always home at the start, contact at the end. Now you can see that there's a gap has formed in my banner. So actually my banner is too small or my buttons are too big. And it's actually that my buttons are slightly too big. When we calculated the size of the buttons, what we didn't take into consideration is that the lines take up space. So if there were no lines here, then this would fit perfectly, but because there are lines, you can see it's taken up a bit more space for my buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag my banner very carefully out a little bit more so that it fills up that space. So now we have what is starting to look like a nice website.